In this movie, Paul actually finds himself at a crossroads, kind of, and has to make a hard decision. I was wondering, in your career, did you ever find yourself in any kind of this situation where you had to decide whether to do something or not?
Yeah,
All
many
the time.
times. Many times. And it's usually over things like, oh my God, I can't believe they're both filming at the same time. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Yeah.
But I've managed to wiggle my way out of those, actually. Actually, Little Women and Midsommar were going to shoot at the same time.
Really?
And I was told that I had to choose one. And I was
No.
like, but I can't.
I'm not going to.
And they were like, well, you do. And I reread both. And I was like, nope, that didn't help. I don't know what to do. So I ended up calling both Ari and Greta. And I was like, please, can you
out?
wiggle 3 days?
Yeah.
And they did. They wiggled 3 days.
There
But
you
yeah, that
go.
was one where I was told many times it wasn't going to work. It's not going to work. No, it's going to work. So I was glad that turned out okay.
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank God. Thank God for that. What about you, Zendaya?
I don't know. I think for me it's been over the years learning that I can say no
Yeah.
and I can take time off and I don't have to do everything. Because I don't know, I've just been so conditioned to work and
Keep going.
and say yes, and if you don't, something's terrible's gonna happen. You know?
Everyone's going to forget about you.
Yeah, or just like you won't have work to come back to. You know,
It's
I'm
so weird what you tell yourself,
yeah, so grateful to work that like, what if I say no? Maybe I won't be able to again. So I think becoming better at that, and that is my big decision of like, it's okay, you'll be okay. You know, like let it go. You know,
That's a good lesson, actually. And this is a really challenging film, I imagine. Do you remember a moment on set when you really have to rise above for your role, that you have to do something that really challenged you on the set?
on this one specifically, I would say, yeah, I don't know. I think just being in the space with like so many talented people that are great at what they do, you know, but like it makes you just kind of, you step into it. And I think every day, which was kind of sweet, like as we all been talking, it's like, oh, everybody was nervous, you know, you think you're the only one who's like, oh my God, or I'm here, I shouldn't be here, what the fuck. So I think this is it's never goes away, like that feeling of like, oh, like I gotta really, you know, show that I can be just as good as my peers, or I can, and it's this like healthy thing, because I think you just become inspired and you learn and you grow from the people around you, and hopefully that can help you become better at your job. And I think it does every time, but no matter what, I think that's the challenging thing, is going to set and be like, okay, I can do this, you know?
Definitely. And now that you're sitting next to each other, what's the most fascinating thing you learned about each other on this film?
What's the most fascinating thing? Probably that, to be honest. That, like, truly, we've all been saying this for the whole press tour. And when we first started saying it, everyone would be saying, oh, yeah, I felt that too. And we were like, what? You? So truly, just to think that all of those days where I was nervous to come out of my trailer and be like, okay, it's game time, that every single person was feeling the exact same way. Yeah. And that we were all just unbelievably grateful to be there. It was a true gift. And it was such a fun gift for all the actors just to be there on that set with that level of talent everywhere, and just being able to go and talk to them.
That's right. I hope you're back for Dune Part 3. Maybe it's happening, so fingers crossed.
Well, we hope so. Yeah. If not, we'll shoot it ourselves on our iPhone.
We got some stuff to settle.
Paul Atreides ist noch am Leben.
Kümmert euch um diesen Propheten. Zeig mir, wer du bist.